Hey everybody, Matt Chidian here. Welcome to my studio. Today I've finally the panels are ready. They're dry. They have 3 to 5 coats of gesso on them. For some reason I discovered this morning that some of them had warped a little bit. There's a little curve to them. Actually, it doesn't look that bad in here, but I'm not sure exactly why that happens. Sometimes they warp and sometimes they don't. It seems to be a mystery. But I think it was these are fine, the short ones. I'll try to store them flat and see if that helps. Anyways, I thought I'd show you how I tone them. So I like to have a set of one each of each size to go, and it kind of encourages me to use them evenly, so I don't run out of certain sizes. And what I'm doing now is I'm mixing a tone. It's like this the white of the gesso is not what I want to paint on. I want to paint on a middle tone, maybe a color. And I'm using a Mars red, which is kind of like a burnt sienna kind of knot. And I just have a tube of that. It's another Raw special, I think. And then I use a turpentine, and always fresh. I always use fresh turpentine because weird stuff happens if you're using turpentines, if you let it sit out. So I'm gonna mix a batch. When I mix a batch, I put in a can and put some of that stuff in there. And this is probably too thin. I don't know if you can see that in there. It's really thinned down quite a bit, maybe too much. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some more. I'm adding more. It's a bit thick. This is just paint I have around. Ideally, this will dry very quickly, and I take them out. I tone them, and I put them out in the garage area because it off gases quite a bit. So even in the winter, if I'm toning them, even in cold weather, I put them outside. So here, you can't really see it. It's not quite ready yet. I try to get it so it's thinned out evenly. So this is taking longer than I thought. It's taking a bit longer than I thought, but and I use a fresh brush. That'll help mix it up too. You can kind of see it there. It's kind of a feel thing. I don't want it too thick, and I don't want it too thin. It's too thin. It's too thin. So what I'm going to do, I'm just painting it on disposable. I use a disposable brush. And then there's a paint. This I didn't like this, so I'm gonna go over this one. And you get the idea. So hopefully this will be enough. I can extend this a little bit with more of the paint and more of the turpentine if I want. But that's it. Then they sit another day or maybe more if it doesn't dry, and I can actually paint on them. So I'll have tons of new canvas. I'm really happy about that. I'm gonna try to let them store them in a stack to see if they can try to flatten them out. It may still because of the moisture in there. Anyway, thanks very much. Bye-bye now.